Maraming Pinoy ang feeling nila okay na sila kasi may trabaho, may kotse, may kondo, may konting savings, middle class, stable, comfortable, pero ang hindi napapansin ng karamihan, ang middle class sa Pilipinas, madalas, one hospital bill away lang from being broke. Isang emergency lang, isang aksidente, isang biglaang sakit, masasaid ng ipon, magkakaroon ng utang at babalik sa zero. Ang masakit dito, hindi ito rare. Normal ito sa Pilipinas. Kaya ang tanong, middle class ka ba talaga o magaling ka lang magtago ng vulnerability? I'm Chan, and welcome to Pinoy Stealth Wealth, the channel na hindi nagpe-flex para lang maka-impress. Dito, we focus on real wealth, smart money habits, at financial freedom. Pinag-uusapan din natin ang modest living, practical wisdom, at kung bakit sa panahon ngayon, mas sastig yung taong simple pero panalo sa buhay. Kung suwa ka na sa paycheck to paycheck cycle, tara, let's break it down. The poor middle class trap. Ang poor middle class ay hindi tungkol sa income lang. Ito yung may stable job ka, may assets ka, motor, kotse, gadgets, minsan bahay, pero wala kang financial shock absorber. Ibig sabihin, kapag may emergency, wala kang cushion. Sa Pilipinas, maraming pamilya ang ganito. Dual income household na mukhang okay naman. May lifestyle na nakaswipe, naka-loan, naka-installment, pero walang solid health protection. Kaya pag may nangyari sa health, hindi na sila middle class. Bigla silang financially exposed. Why Filipinos are financially vulnerable? Hindi ito tungkol sa pagiging irresponsable. Systemic din ito. Ito yung 3 common reasons. Number 1, okay naman ako ngayon mindset. Marami ang ayaw magbayad ng insurance kasi sayang ang premium. Healthy pa naman ako. Pero ang insurance hindi para sa healthy version mo. Para siya sa worst day ng buhay mo. Number 2, hiya culture sa pera at sakit. Sa Pilipinas, minsan ayaw i-share ang financial stress. Kapag na-hospital, kakayanin ko to. Huwag na i-bother ang iba. So instead of planning, reactive ang response. Number 3, lifestyle first, protection last. Mas priority ang car upgrade, travel, gadgets, condo down payment kaysa sa health insurance, critical illness protection at emergency fund. Hindi dahil walang pera, pero dahil hindi priority until too late. Story 1, okay na sana kami hanggang sa na-hospital si Papa. Si Mark, 29 years old, IT professional sa BGC, combined household income nila ng wife niya around 120,000 pesos per month. May kotse, may kondo, may konting savings na 80,000 pesos. Feeling nila stable sila. Then one day na stroke ang father niya. ICU admission, 3 weeks sa hospital, total bill 680,000 pesos. PhilHealth coverage part lang. HMO limited dahil out of network ang ilang procedures. Kaya cash out nila around 420,000 pesos. Ubos ang savings, nag-loan pa sa relatives. Na-delay ang ibang financial goals. Sabi ni Mark, akala ko middle class kami, pero para isang sakit lang, wala na agad kaming buffer. The real cost of being sick in the Philippines. Let's be real with numbers. Typical cost sa mga private hospitals, dengue hospitalization, 20 to 80,000 pesos. Appendicitis surgery, 80 to 200,000 pesos. ICU, 30,000 to 100,000 pesos per day. Stroke treatment, 200 to 800,000 pesos plus. Heart attack intervention, 150,000 to 500,000 pesos plus. Now imagine this, 3 to 5 days sa ICU plus procedure plus medicine, pwedeng umabot ng 300,000 pesos to 1 million pesos. For most Filipino families, that's 6 months to 3 years of savings gone in one event. Case study, the stable family na nawala ng balance. Let's break it down to a realistic scenario. Household income, husband 45k per month, wife 25k per month, total 70,000 pesos per month. Monthly expenses, 45,000 pesos sa lifestyle and bills. Savings, 10,000 pesos per month, optimistic yan. Emergency fund, 120,000 pesos. Then, accident happened. wife hospitalized for 10 days, yung total bill, 380,000 pesos. Coverage, PhilHealth, 40,000 pesos. HMO, 120,000 pesos. Out-of-pocket, 220,000 pesos. Result, emergency fund, wipe out, 100,000 pesos, utang sa pamilya, credit card installment for 24 months, after one incident, financial progress, reset, stress level, maximum, future plans, delayed ng 2 to 3 years. Ito yung invisible poverty trap ng middle class. Uy, saglit lang! Kung gustong matutunan tong lifestyle na to, subscribe now sa Pinoy Stealth Wealth, Real Talk, Real Goals, Real Freedom. Okay, balik tayo. Why savings alone is not enough? Maraming Pinoy ang mindset, mag-iipon na lang ako. But here's the problem. Savings is not protection. It's delay. If your savings is 200,000 pesos and hospital bill is 400,000 pesos, you're still exposed. And worse, habang tumatagal, lifestyle inflation increases expenses. Responsibilities increase. Kids, parents, inflation reduces value of savings. So, even if discipline ka, one shock can erase years of progress. Behavioral traps that keep middle class poor. Let's talk psychology. Number 1, optimism bias. Hindi naman mangyayari sa akin yan. Until it happens. Number 2, status signaling. Mas okay magmukhang successful kaysa magmukhang prepared. So, people choose nicer car, better lifestyle, visible success over invisible protection. Number 3, delayed protection syndrome. I'll get insurance next year. But next year becomes next promotion, next raise, next milestone, until emergency happens first. Story 2, akala niya healthy siya, hanggang na-accident siya. Jen, 27, marketing associate, no insurance, no HMO kasi freelance setup, may 150k na savings. She always said, ang bata ko pa, sayang insurance. Then, na-aksidente sa motorcycle taxi. Fracture plus surgery, yung bill, 260,000 pesos. Savings gone, utang sa friends and family. After recovery, sabi niya, mas mahal pala maging unprepared kaysa magbayad ng insurance. The 3-layer health shield framework. If you want to avoid being one hospital bill away, you don't rely on savings alone. You build layers. Layer 1, basic coverage, HMO plus PhilHealth. Maximize employer HMO. No limits and accredited hospitals. Always update PhilHealth contributions. Purpose, reduce immediate hospitalization shock. Layer 2, emergency fund, 6 months minimum. Target, 6 months of expenses. Not income, expenses. Keep liquid and accessible. Purpose, buffer sa gaps not covered. Layer 3, critical illness or health insurance. Covers major illness, stroke, cancer, heart attack, one-time lump sum payout. Protect savings from being wiped out. Purpose, protect long-term financial life. Hindi pwedeng iisa lang ang protection mo kasi ang buhay hindi linear. Action plan, what you can do this week. Hindi kailangan perfect. Start simple. Number 1, check your HMO coverage. Ano ang covered? Magkano ang limit? Number 2, compute your monthly expenses, not income, expenses. Number 3, set emergency fund target. 3 months equals minimum survival. 6 months, ideal stability. Number 4, explore health insurance options. Don't buy blindly. Understand coverage and exclusions. Number 5, stop delaying protection for lifestyle upgrades. Protection first, upgrades later. Final thought, the real definition of middle class. Dimatic middle class na may kotse, bahay at gadgets. Middle class is not just what you earn, it's what you can survive. Kasi at the end of the day, the real question is not magkanong sweldo mo, but kapag nagkasakit ka bukas, ilang araw ba bago ka bumagsak financially? If the answer is one hospital bill away, then you're not stable yet. You're just temporarily okay. Kaya build protection before you need it. Dahil sa Pilipinas, health shocks are not if, they are when. Kaya kung gusto mo pang matuto kung paano maging wais, simple pero panalo sa buhay, subscribe na sa Pinoy Stealth Walk. Tandaan, hindi man tayo flashy, pero future natin, steady at happy. Subscribe now and see you in the next video.